Many people say Windows 11 is too heavy for older hardware. They say you need a modern hardware to get a good experience. But is that really true? In this video, I'm going to test Windows 11 on my ThinkPad X240 laptop. This laptop is now over 12 years old. Instead of looking at official system requirements or synthetic benchmarks, I want to show you a real-world performance. Let's see how it works in everyday use. We will look at boot time, RAM usage, basic system navigation, web browsing, YouTube playbacks, office work, PDFs, and multitasking. I want to find out if an old laptop can give you a decent experience in 2026. For this test, I'm using Windows 11 IoT Enterprise LTSC. This is a lighter version of Windows 11 and by the way, it's not some customized or pirate version. If you want to learn more about it, I've already have a dedicated video on my channel, so you can check it. All tests are recorded through a capture card, so what you see is real performance of this laptop. No tricks, no speedups, no hidden cuts. So let's get it started. Before we start testing Windows 11 itself, there's one important thing I want to mention. Before recording this video, I cleaned the laptop and replaced the thermal paste. The cooling fan was getting quite noisy. If you plan to use an old laptop every day, regular maintenance can make a big difference. It helps reduce fan noise, lowers temperatures, and helps the processor run better under load. Now let's see how fast the system boots. From pressing the power button to usable desktop, it took about 17 seconds. Honestly, I expect it to be slower. Since this ThinkPad runs on a standard 2.5-inch SATA SSD, I think this is a very good result. For everyday use, boot speed is definitely not a problem here. After startup, Windows 11 used around 2.2 GB of RAM out of 4 GB. CPU usage mostly went up and down between 3 and 15%, averaging about 10% while doing nothing. In Task Manager, the system had 51 background processes and 86 Windows processes running. All drivers were installed correctly and Windows was fully updated before the test. At first glance, 2.2 GB out of 4 GB might sound like a lot. But modern operating systems use available memory for caching to make things run smoother. The real question is, does the system feel fast enough during normal use? That's exactly what we're going to do next. The first real-world test is basic navigation. I opened multiple folders, switched between directories, opened a few pictures, and moved between windows. To my surprise, the laptop handles this very well. Animations were smooth, File Explorer felt snappy, and I didn't notice any big freezes or stuttering. This might sound like a simple test, but it matters a lot. If the computer struggles with opening folders, using it becomes very frustrating. Fortunately, Windows 11 IoT LTSC handles this part without any serious issues. Next, let's move on to web browsing. This is probably the common task for any old laptop today. For this test, I intentionally used a Google Chrome browser. It is one of the most popular browsers in the world, but of course, it's definitely not one of the lightest. I opened several tabs from my own website, including blogs posts and the homepage. I also opened Gmail, Reddit, YouTube, and few other pages to simulate the typical day of browsing. While switching between tabs, scrolling through articles, and opening websites, the laptop stayed pleasantly smooth. CPU usage was usually between 15 and 30%, and RAM usage went up to about 3.5 GB. Even though I only have 4 GB of RAM, I rarely felt that the system was completely stuck. Once I closed most of the tabs and left only a few open, CPU usage dropped to around 5% and RAM usage went down to about 2.8 GB. So web browsing is definitely possible on this machine. You probably shouldn't keep 20 Chrome tabs open all day, but for normal browsing, email, social media, and reading articles, the experience is better than I expected. And while we're talking about web browsing, if you want a little more privacy online, I will leave my VPN link in the description below. Now let's move on to YouTube Playback. Video playback is usually where older hardware shows its limits. For this test, I played Hollow Knight Silksong trailer at 1080p and 60 frames per second. I also turned on Stats for Nerds so we could see what's happening behind the scene. In Google Chrome, YouTube dropped 674 frames out of about 5,000 total frames. This is definitely noticeable. The video is still watchable, but the laptop was clearly struggling to keep a smooth 60 frames. Interesting. Microsoft Edge performed much better. Running the same video in Edge resulted in only 376 dropped frames. It's still not perfect, but it's a big improvement over Google Chrome. The good news is that the standard 1080p at 30 FPS played almost perfectly in any browser. Dropped frames only appeared for a moment at the very beginning and then stopped. So if you mostly watch standard Full HD content on YouTube, this ThinkPad can handle it without any serious problem or issues. Next, let's test Office work. I used LibreOffice, which is a popular free alternative to Microsoft Office. The very first launch took about 30 seconds. To be honest, that is slow. But once the app was loaded into memory, opening it again took only about 3 seconds. More importantly, actual documents editing was comfortable. Scrolling, typing, selecting text, and saving files all work smoothly. This is exactly what many students and office workers do every day. It won't feel as fast as a modern laptop, but it gets the job done. PDF files are another common task. I tested a large PDF document using both LibreOffice and Microsoft Edge. Scrolling through pages, zooming in and out, and navigating the documents felt smooth and consistent. I didn't see any big slowdowns or loading issues. For reading manuals, textbooks, or work files, the experience is more than enough. Finally, let's push the system hard. I opened multiple Chrome tabs, YouTube videos, LibreOffice documents, and PDF files all at the same time, and quickly switched between them. This scenario always shows the real limits of old hardware. Unsurprisingly, CPU usage went up a lot, from 30% to over 95%, depending on what was running. Static websites were easy to handle, but YouTube videos, especially at 1080p 60 frames, were very heavy. RAM usage also got very close to the 4GB limit. But here's the most interesting part. The system never crashed or froze completely. Yes, it slowed down. Yes, you could feel the hardware working really hard, but it never became unusable. For a 12-year-old laptop, that is actually a great result. After I closed all the apps, RAM usage dropped back down to about 1.5 GB. Windows freed up the memory automatically and returned to normal work. So, is Windows 11 really that bad on an old laptop? Based on my test, I don't think so. A quick reminder, this video is not about should you install Windows 11 on an unsupported hardware, it's about how Windows 11 perform on an older hardware. That's a particular difference. This ThinkPad X240 is over a decade old, has only 4GB of RAM, and is not officially supported by Windows 11. Yet for basic office work, browsing, reading articles and PDFs, and also watching videos, still it works fine. I will say it's doing a decent job. The biggest weaknesses are 1080p 60 frames videos and multitasking, because honestly, it cannot handle it easily. That's where you clearly see the age of the hardware. But if you need a laptop for web browsing, typing documents and emails, this ThinkPad X240 is much more capable than you might think. Just remember one more thing, this is Windows 11 IoT LTSC Enterprise. It's not a regular version of Windows 10 Home or Pro. It is much lighter, has a fewer background processes, and runs faster and much cleaner overall. If you want to know more about Windows 11 IoT and why I chose exactly that version for my ThinkPad laptop, I recommend to watch this video.